There is a fifth dimension,
about the unknown,
beyond that which is known to man.
The Garden of Thought.
The Babylon Project was our last best hope for peace.
Unexplained.
Mythologies.
This is the dimension of imagination. It is an area which we call
The Garden of Thought with Jeff Lippman.
Welcome, everyone. We're back to the Gospel of Thomas. Yes, he's back from his summer vacation. Mr. Thomas is tanned and rested. How are you? Terry Black's barbecue?
I'm alive. Yeah, I like the food so much I bought a shirt. You believe that?
Yes.
Knocked my socks off.
That's amazing. And our guest today is the epic Douglas MALO. How are you, man?
I'm well. How are you?
Doing very well. Thanks for agreeing to do this. You got famous over the last month, so how does it feel to be new famous?
I don't like it, to be honest with you. I was old famous once for powerlifting, and before I got canceled, and I didn't like that either. You know, a lot of people hit you up, say weird things, you get pictures you never wanted to see. I appreciate all the love and support, though. I like all that stuff. It's just, there's some in-betweens that I'm just like, this is unsavory.
Now, I told you
People are weird. People are weird, Jeff, especially fucking wrestling people. The weirdest of weird. And I try not to read comments, but like, Jesus Christ, the things are awkward. And then the ones that DM you, they have no shame. No shame.
I should send you guys some of the things that people sent me. One guy, I think it's an AI account. He hit me up and he's like, "Oh, you're a true hero, yada, 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 yada. Check out these pictures of me and my daughter who passed away. She was paralyzed, but nobody could tell. I held her a certain way. Give me this whole thing." He goes, "Please look at all these photos," and sends me like 30 photos. And then just kept talking about it. And I'm like, bro, like, I'm already depressed. I don't want to dabble in depression. Like, let's talk about something else. I'm sorry for your loss. And then I think he was trying to extort me is where he was headed with it. Yeah. And then last night he sends me a message. "You're a piece of shit. You couldn't save your friend. You're a little bitch. I'm a real man." And he sends me a shirtless picture. And then he said, I've been struck by real bullets. And I told him, I was like, I didn't know fake bullets hit people. And I don't care. Like, why would you send me a shirtless photo?
Well,
I don't know.
How about our communication said, send me porn?
Yeah. And at what point do you think that that's intimidating? Like some guy sending a shirtless photo, like, yeah, you're not ready for this.
It's a combination of the weird messages. And then when wrestling fans start trying to follow like real life people that have nothing to do with wrestling, like that's the shit that fucking irks me so much. I know there's that line, but like, geez, like, why are you following strangers? Like,
yeah,
ugh, get out of my face.
Yeah, there's some stuff.
Yeah, the Kat Denning situation. But I have to say, God bless him, Nick DiPiccolo, I think is his name, the Hollywood agent who represents a lot of the WWE people, who is constantly proving Dave Meltzer and crew wrong. And he's just sticking around. He's just hanging around the IWC. And I think he's having a great time. I think he feels like he's a cat playing with like a mouse. And it's just so fun to have someone that like nobody can question dude's credentials. I mean, just came out with the list. He's on the 38, top agents under 40 in Hollywood, so he represents Sydney Sweeney, for God's sake. So
titties. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm waiting for him to hit me up. That'd be great.
Yeah. Well, maybe he listen, he does follow me. I'm like one of the 500 people he's followed back. So hey, maybe he'll listen to the show and maybe he'll do it. So Nick,
I see you got your weekly digging at Dave there. I like Dave. I like Dave and Brian. So I would like to say for the record, find your wrestling journalism where you'd like it. Call it what you want. Not Eric Bischoff and Jeff are not right about everything. Listen. And I confronted Bischoff on this too in the back of an Uber Black in Atlanta. And I said, "What is your beef with Dave?" And he told me the same thing he says to everybody. And I said, "It's not that deep. It's fake." Because I've heard motherfuckers say shit. I've been, as much as an insider that I'm not, Jeff, but I've been right next to someone who fucking said exact words to someone else this far away from me, and verbatim, in quotes, it was in the fucking, on the internet, in the Observer, 2 days later on some ROH shit from back in the day. ROH bullshit. And I mean a direct quote, and it didn't come from me. And I had to confront the person who said it because he was a higher up, possibly a booker at the time. And I said, "How is this possible? Because I heard you say these words and then I read it on the internet." It is what it is, man. The man knows his shit.
So everybody knows that everything on the internet is true and everything in person is fake. So if I tell you something, but then I post it on the internet, you go off to the internet. Woman.
If someone has a source who works inside this company, it's fucking reliable. It's not set in stone because we're in a business where things can change because it's fucking, there's a magic wand. But it doesn't doubt someone's credibility because they got the story 11% wrong.
I want to stay for the record, first of all, that my opinions and Thomas's are not the same, and they don't have to be. So I don't represent him, and he doesn't represent me. So he's innocent. Secondly, I think Dave 5 to 10 years ago is a whole lot different than Dave.
Oh yeah, for sure.
The way I look at difference of opinion is what a beautiful world we live in where we get to actually have that, you know, because like without a difference of opinion, we wouldn't be fact checking ourselves. We'd just be spouting out nonsense all the time.
How the internet felt this morning when I woke up at around 9:00 Eastern time.
Well, there is an intra-wrestling little tiff going on. Maybe it's solved by now. I hope it is. And I can't believe this is what I'm seeing today, but it was Gail Kim criticizing deathmatch wrestling and like a lot of GCW wrestlers and Brett Lauderdale and a sort of back and forth with her. Now, Brett Lauderdale, to his credit, is pretty diplomatic on the internet. I don't think he always was this way, but he's definitely mature.
He's smart. He knows how to play the game. It's a fucking work, and he knows how to work it. Play your cards, sell tickets. Don't burn bridges with any division of any crowd.
And I don't know what possessed her to chime in. I mean, I saw the clip that she played, and yeah, it was you know, a guy going through 3 panes of glass windows. But
that off the fucking barbed wire trampoline that was 3 inches off the fucking ground, brother. Don't just say three glass panes. It was the barbed wire trampoline that they bounced off of that did it for me, because I know that shit sucks.
I'm sure it sucks too, but I mean, you know, it's not like stuff like that doesn't happen, you know, 17 times.
For the record, for us, and I only saw a little bit of the backlash. What exactly did she say? What was the quote, and what are we hot about?
I'm hot about nothing.
Not you, her, them.
Listen, I can't give a verbatim, but basically she said, this isn't art, this is wrestling. It's like live stunt action.
I think what I originally saw was someone saying that this all deviated from a tweet where someone's like, these are for people who don't know how to tell a story in professional wrestling, don't know how to make magic, which I totally agree with him 100%. And I think it was twisted into Brett maybe just defending the documentary of what that clip was from. Either way, deathmatch wrestling, not for me, not my shtick. I have very close friends who have gone to 100 death matches in a row and have never once come to MLW when it was 2 minutes away from their house to come support me. So there's a very big difference between a normal wrestling fan and a deathmatch wrestling fan. There is some overlap, but everyone has a right to their opinion. And most people who don't fucking get hit with light tubes don't like the shit where people get hit with light tubes. It's a different type of something.
Got it.
Yeah. I've always said, if you get me into a death match, I will steal all of your shine and thunder, and I will roll around in every fucking light tube, piece of shit thing that you have out there, and then I'll leave.
Yeah, and I'm charging you $5,000, and I'm going into the barbed wire one time, and I'm not bleeding. Like, that's my payday. And yeah, fuck that.
I like Brett. I just met Brett, by the way, too. He's a very good guy. They're actually going to have me do a scramble or whatever. I don't know what they want me to do, but they said I'll be on the next show out here in California. And like, I deathmatch wrestling, not for me, but they had other stuff that I liked, and I was like, okay, yeah. So I'm like, I'm all for that. Just please don't give me the deathmatch stuff, because I don't know how to control myself when I see my own blood. You know?
With that being said, I am booked for a Cage of Horrors death match as the #1 contender for the MLW World Heavyweight Championship, October 3rd in Los Angeles, California. Get your tickets, MLWLA.com. As much as I hate death matches, I will be paid to be there, and I will put my body on the line. And guess what, Jeff? I have health insurance. So if I do come off the top of the cage and go through 2 tables that are set on fire and wrapped in barbed wire, and I have to go to the emergency room, you will not see a GoFundMe the following morning, because my insurance will cover it. And I also got fucking money, and I'm not a broke Bobby. Anyway, don't get me off on a tirade. MLWLA.com.
Sorry,
I'll probably see you there. I think I'm going to be there.
You should be there. Come see me. You're on my list.
Yeah. Well, I think I got it. I think I got invited. I don't want to drop the name, but somebody invited me to show up.
Good. Be there. We'll see.
Yeah.
You. It's a good time.
I'm excited.
You can
There's
do the
a
name here. Don't worry.
IP lounge. If you end up not being on the show, there's a good lounge to hang out with. We could get some famous names. I have some friends of mine that are coming to hang out. So it'll be a good time had by all.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I just show up with no expectations, and whatever happens, happens. And then, whatever I get, I pour my soul into. And if I don't get anything,
Hell yeah.
Well, you could be Azteca number 4, or you can be a Sentai Death Squad guy. I may or may not have been one recently. Probably not, but we will neither confirm nor deny because kayfabe lives here. You know what, Doug? We've been talking for about 20 minutes now, and we haven't really given you a chance to tell anyone who you are. So, Doug, who are you?
Jake from State Farm.
Cool.
No. You ever seen the State Farm commercial? Who you talking to? Yeah. Yeah. No.
You look different than semi-person.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just me, man. All I do is I drive trucks. I wrestle. I got into wrestling, not even because I liked wrestling. My best friend and I always joked about getting into wrestling, and then he passed, and then an opportunity arose. I said, wrestling sounds like a good way to remember my friend. And then I got into it, and I was like, God, this is hard. And now I'm here, like 3.5 years later. And I learned a lot getting into the business, mostly that it's a giant sales job, which I like sales. So it's one of the most fun trips I've ever had. But me as a person, all I do is drive trucks, play with my dogs, make content, work out. I am simple. I'm so simple.
Well, you said that you like food, and Thomas likes food. I like food too, but this is really Thomas's feature. So what's like your favorite food, and what's like your comfort food?
Oh God. It's really hard because anything
Feel
like
free to
wild.
expand as much as you'd like.
Yeah. If we're just going with meats, Wagyu, I love anything from Wild Fork, like the ribs that they have. Have you guys ever had Wild Fork? The flash
We have one
frozen?
down Yeah.
Oh God, you get the ribs. That's all I got to say. Is people don't understand how great those ribs are. And my buddies from Scaling Up, that podcast, they came over to do a podcast, and I was cooking ribs, and everybody said, "Fuck the podcast." Yeah, they're full fat, nothing. It's just delectable. Probably if we're talking about Italian food, Pappardelle. The list goes on. I could eat for days. I live
suggestions do you have for me when I'm in LA? Anything specific that I should try to bang out other than I had In-N-Out when I was in Dallas, so like the need to get In-N-Out when I'm in Los Angeles isn't really there. But they're always good for a good breakfast burrito or something out of the ordinary.
LA, I'll have to think about it. See, I'm new to LA. I'm from like Redlands. I'm from Pomona originally. But do you want like bougie food, or do you want like fast
All the
food?
above, everything. I am down to gritty fucking barbecue, dirty breakfast spots, or I can ball out for dinner too. Anything.
I have to get that. Ask my buddy. He's a DJ, Dirty E, and I would like where are the spots.
I named Dirty E is exactly who I wanted to tell me where the best breakfast burrito in LA.
You love this guy. He asks me his stitches all the time. He does like green screen DJing. He does DJing all the clubs out here and stuff. Like
He's a worker.
But he's a massive foodie. Yeah, he is a worker. Yeah, he's been one of my biggest inspirations too. He's always like, get that guy a fucking microphone. He'd always harp and tell people, you're messing up. He's got a mouth and it doesn't fucking stop. All you have to do is piss him off a little bit and he's going to go on a rant. Oh, yeah, that's the nature right there. But what kind of food, if you're looking for like barbecue, I wouldn't really know out here.
Just looking for delicious.
Anything delicious.
Man.
I'll figure it out. The TikTok will help me. It always does.
Isn't like Nando's like supposed to be a big thing out there?
Yeah.
My favorite thing about LA is they'll deliver weed right to the hotel room.
And mushrooms.
Ding, ding. I'm going to be good. I'm trying to stick around. Jeff, I might stick around in LA. I don't know if the schedule's going to allow me. If things got to line up. So if the Phillies end up playing the Dodgers in that second round there, I might try to extend my trip a little bit to stick around, but I can't really.
In LA, don't you? Your predecessor, PJ. PJ's in LA with his friend Jomo and Taya Valkyrie.
They got an extra room for a brother. What's up?
I don't know. Maybe they might.
I'll get a hotel. I'm fine. I'll get a hotel. I'm fine.
Well, maybe a different brother. I don't know. But,
It's awkward staying at people's houses. I don't like that.
I never do. I'll overspend at a hotel before I stay at someone's house.
Well, there's a couple of things you guys referenced that are in LA, that PJ's in LA, that he also might have that might be fun.
He's a good hang. I know that. He's a good hang.
I have a feeling the PJ is probably like one of the greatest hangs of all time.
Yeah, sure. And then we actually end up going cliff diving or something crazy.
Yes, you would definitely end up doing something that you may not live through it, but you won't regret it. Probably. And you might end up like married to a family in Babylon or something by the end of the night. So, yeah, that's just a typical PJ night as it is. I sort of mythicize him, a little bit. I make him bigger. So Thomas, you were telling me, listen, I actually think that your fans need to get a little flavor of what you did for your summer vacation. This is like your school report. What did you do for your summer vacation while you were away?
It wasn't that I was away. I was just hiding. Number one, it's hot here in Tampa, so I try to hide from the heat, but I did a little vacationing outside my normal wrestling trips, where I think it was only like New York City. I kind of stayed in New York for a couple days beforehand. So that was like a food tour. I hit all the pizza spots, the bagel spots, the breakfast spots, some crazy hoagie that was delivered to my hotel room that was excellent. Did some fake wrestling, and then I came back to Tampa, but I ended up in Bogota, Colombia, not Colombia that's in Ohio that everyone thought mistakenly that I was there for. Did a little trip down there. It was very nice to get out the heat. The food's good. It's just, a third world country when it boils down to it. So it has its ups and downs, a little bit of slow season, but somehow I always managed to fit right in. I was back in Tampa for a little bit, and I was in Charlotte with our buddy AJ for a few days. Did a little food tour down there. Lots of good barbecue. Great, like black people brunch. You know what I mean when I say black people brunch, Jeff? That shit's like popping. Not your standard.
I know what brunch is. I know what black people are. I've eaten meals with them, but I'm not sure if I know this context fully. Please,
it's like a party. Like the radio's loud. It's not just mimosas. Like you got like old white lady brunch, where it's just like everyone's in all white, and then like there's mimosas. Then there's black people brunch, where it's just the food's really good. You're also drinking, and they're like playing like the most ratchet ass fucking song in the background.
And they will be yelling every time a good song pops off every fucking time. My girlfriend, by the way, is black, so
the funny part of that was I brought my white girlfriend, and everyone like she walked in, and everyone was like. And she was like this through the door, like, can you please come let them know that you're also on the table? But it all works out though. Charlotte was great, Jeff, and then I ended up, where did I go? I went to Cancun off season, which crazy. It's the same weather as Tampa, so it was like 97 degrees, but on the beach had a little breeze. But the SLS hotel in Cancun, which is normally $500-600 a night, I got for like $199 a night with $100 credit with my Chase Sapphire, you know what I mean? Stayed there for a couple nights, came back home, and then I feel like I've kind of been bopping around since then. Was in Dallas last week for wrestling, and next week we're in LA, so money never sleeps. We're on the road.
Fantastic. You hear that? Do you ever have a summer vacation like that?
I don't even have vacations. I just work.
Yeah, I don't have vacation.
I'm in California. If you don't make $170,000 a year, you're not even middle class. So. You just work and cry.
The closest thing I did to a vacation recently is I went up to New York to see Thomas wrestle.
Oh, you were there. That was the beginning of my vacation.
That's right. I'm better than your real friends.
Much in New York together. I forgot about that. That's so long ago.
It means so much to me that you forgot.
No, I just forgot. Like it was 3 months ago. That was June. Summer's been over. Today's the last day of summer, right? On a calendar somewhere.
That's right. That's right. And that's where me and Quan solidified our friendship as well.
If you want a good place to eat, I was just thinking about it. Go to Manhattan Beach. They got a place called Rocket Fish.
Hell yeah. Sounds like it's on.
Yeah. And it's quieter than LA, because LA's dirty. I don't even want to beat around the bush. It's just, stepping over homeless people. It's like a drop down drill with homeless people. So Manhattan Beach is nice, and there's none of that. It's just posh, nice, lovely. Yeah.
I think last time I was out there, we spent like the afternoon, like Santa Monica, more over towards that area when my buddy was there.
Heck yeah.
A little nicer, a little quieter, a little more peaceful. Everyone's so like fashionista. It made me feel uncomfortable, but as is life, it was all good.
You didn't have your Lululemon action shirt on?
I mean, I'm sure I was dressed up, but like these are like you know what I mean when you see someone that's like overly fashionable.
Believe
I hate it.
They're trying
girlfriend.
so hard, like they just look trendy. Like
My girlfriend, every time.
it's an oversized, like boxy shirt that, like, why are you? I don't understand the square shirt, but like, yeah,
That's not my girlfriend. She doesn't do the oversized. She just dresses to the nines everywhere we go. She begs me to please wear normal clothes. And I said, I pay for all the shit. I'm going to wear what the fuck I want. So it's always booty shorts, fanny pack, and a tank top and sandals.
hell yeah.
That's my outfit. It's never changing.
that's definitely more Long Beach than Santa Monica.
Whoa. Hey, don't put me in Long Beach, buddy. I have standards, okay?
Levels of it.
Sorry about that.
The only thing good in Long Beach is Metroflex Gym, where my buddy Eddie owns it. That's a great place.
The other thing that's good in Long Beach will be MLW Wrestling Saturday, October 4th. Come down.
Yeah, I was in.
It's at the
I think
studio.
Yeah,
Is that Slaughterhouse?
It is Slaughterhouse.
Okay.
I'll be there for both.
That's awesome. See, you're gonna make you guys are making friends all over the place.
And it looks like I need to work out with him. No, I'm looking at his arms and I'm like, dude, I'm jealous. I've lost like 60 pounds in the last 2 months. Or not 60, I've lost 30 pounds. I was 260 and now I'm at like 238. I feel like a child. And I'm looking at his arms and I'm getting jealous.
Let's get it.
Well, he's not Mocha Traps for nothing. He's not the number one contender, for resting on his laurels.
The fucking 5-way, all right? Like it's a 6. Top 6 is still questionable. I'm coming off 3 losses in a row, but don't use your wrestling.
Everyone else in the match.
Don't use your wrestling logic here, all right?
Listen, I saw who was in the match, and I have questions.
Listen, if there's a multi-man match and shit to jump off of, I'm your guy, all right?
Yeah, you
Know your role.
Is Justice mad at you? Because that used to be his role.
It's our role. We do this shit together. Who's he kill? We kill each other.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. Listen, Doug, when we spoke, you were very interested in looking into doing sort of an indie mania, like some sort of alternate.
Oh, yeah.
WrestleMania. So, I mean, granted, this was like a week ago and you couldn't have possibly gotten that far, but like, are you planning to do something? Are you talking to anybody?
Not yet. I have a podcast that I do with my buddy. Well, I don't have it. He has a podcast. I just do weekly features with him. He knows Paul London pretty well. So I wanted to speak with him in person, but I want to tell every wrestler that's out there working, because if WrestleMania is going to go to Saudi, we should try to get some type of wrestle event booked that's offset from WrestleMania, but try to get enough things going to get the kinks out. So when WrestleMania goes to Saudi, you have a massive opportunity and people will either come back and then, people who didn't know about it will start showing up. So you could blow it up that way.
So year one, you do it in Reno. Year two, you do it in like St. Louis or Chicago or something.
Yeah. And the reason being too, is all the disenfranchised American fans that are going to be pissed off and everyone's going to be like, hey, wait a second. Like this is like a tradition for my family and we're not going to the Saudis. There's people that, don't agree with their politics or this or that. There's 1,000 excuses people will have to be angry. And I think it's a great time to take advantage of that and pop something up for them.
There's also a tremendous time difference. Now, I don't know if they're going to make up for that and have the wrestlers wrestle like 2 a.m., but if they're not, then there's a slot at night.
It'll be midday for us. It should start at 4:00 and won't end till the end of the day, but we'll see. It'll be it doesn't matter. The money they make anyway will be so crazy it won't matter. But
I'm not worried about their economics. They have some top people in the world worried about their economics.
I think patience. I feel like I hate to say this, and I think we kind of chatted about this the other days. I really hate putting the grounds of this on the back of another billionaire. It's not Tony Khan's responsibility to give us WrestleMania weekend. It's definitely not his responsibility to run counter programming to WrestleMania for that weekend. But I think if he were to do, an All In, a Double or Nothing, whatever they call their big show on a Wednesday in Chicago or New York or wherever you choose to do it, and that kind of starts the week of WrestleMania week. I think that would kind of make sense, or the week before, possibly, if they do a show the week before in a big city that kind of leads into, oh, by the way, we're going to do Double or Nothing the week before Mania. You don't say that, but everyone knows what the date is, and we're going to do a big show that Wednesday, and then that starts your collective in conjunction with. It'd be nice if we did that and everyone could work together. It would almost be nice if it was, if once upon a time, Jeff, insider baby, we did a National Pro Wrestling Day through Shikara with, in conjunction with a bunch of other groups, companies, I guess you could say. I'm also talking about this off the top of my head, so my research.
The original All In was basically that, but I think, first of all, I don't think there's anything.
National Pro Wrestling Day was like 2014, and we did this in Northeast Pennsylvania. We had CZW, Shikara, ROH, everyone that had a decent company down to, Mid-South, and had someone representing their company, and they did 8 to 10 matches. I think it was, if it wasn't free, tickets were cheap, and like, it was just one of those things. And I think we could do the same thing. Why are we not doing it like maybe not National Pro Wrestling Day, National Pro Wrestling Week, and everyone come together?
Arcade.
Starcade, yeah, call it what you want. I know someone doesn't want to like have it and own it. If someone is going to want to have it and own it, and I don't think that it's fair to give that to the collective or give that to AEW. It should be a conjunction of everybody, but there's a will, there's a way. But wrestling's also fucked up, so it probably won't happen.
I got a good connection though for like event centers. Like we did the Las Vegas Event Center, got it next to nothing. And that same person, I know very well. Actually, I talk to him all the time. Saying I can get events, I can get massive centers everywhere, and I'm like, fuck, let's just take advantage of it. If I can just talk to enough people.
You only need two. I don't want to say 2 venues, 2 rings, it's time slots. They've done it for 10 years now, where there's been shows from 12 midnight to fucking the next day while WrestleMania is going on. So I think there's a way. Someone will have to step up. I'm curious what Tony's big announcement is for Wednesday, but about time this airs, that'll already have been out and about. So we'll find out together.
Well, it's a little fast for that. I would admire if we moved that fast, but my guess it's pre-sale for this year's All In. But listen, you're right. It's not on Tony Khan to do it, but it's a wonderful opportunity for him. And I'm not an AEW fan. I'm not at all, but it is a perfect opportunity for him. And listen, everybody has their own internal lines, and for some people there are none. But this week between WWE, their ticket prices being so goddamn much, they're on like 17 different networks. Everyone costs more money. At some point somebody just, tripped to me and said, I don't need to watch this. I can live just fine without it. I have MLW. I have NWA. I can watch. I still watch NXT. I love LFG. I follow Evolve. I'm enjoying the lesser. The less. Disneyfied production anyway. Now that's just me. But I figure if there's 4 or 5 percentage points of other than me. There's also lots of other people have already split off. So Tony Khan's the best position to do it. And if he picks a city, it's easy for everyone else to coalesce around that city. But even if he's not, you're right. Somebody else should or could there. And there are other people, whether it's
unity and teamwork.
Right.
Something wrestling has established it can't fucking do.
Well, wrestling has more than one royal family. And listen, sometimes it just takes a leader. Sometimes it takes someone to do it first and say, hey, we're going to be here WrestleMania weekend. We're renting this building. We have it for the entire day, whether we want it or not. So, come on in, help us with the rent.
That's why I think the wrestlers are very important to free up their time slots or like talk about it amongst each other. Because if you could get like a Matt Cardona and a bunch of other people on board, then you're cooking with something, and
guys are going to go where the paydays are. Everyone's going to show up. Unfortunately, it's a little too far out. But at least have a plan come this WrestleMania, leading into the next WrestleMania, or at least this Royal Rumble. Have an idea, but we'll see. We'll see where the chips fall.
Yeah. I even think crowdfunding is something that would happen because
my least favorite option.
Well, what I'm saying is you can get fans once it's in like set in stone. You have a then you have this, you have that. You say, hey fans, we're trying to get bigger stars or big stars for this and this and this. If you want to do $5 donations, you don't know, I'm just saying.
Well,
I
listen,
think it's always best to set it up this way. Get a connection with a guy in a city that has numerous venues. Try to sell 2,000-3,000 tickets for whatever event that you're trying to sell. The pre-sale goes bigger than that. You go to a bigger venue. You have plenty of time to expand this and have money for everyone. There can be 10 shows in a day. We've established that, and we can do 4 or 5 days in a row. So everyone should be getting their shit in. I know no one ever wants to fucking work together, but on this 1 weekend we should.
yeah. Well, I mean,
So smart.
Your buddy knows Paul London. London used to be friends with Paul Walter Hauser. Maybe he still is in real life. He's a big star. I mean, Thomas is friends with him too, but Thomas, he'll show up, but don't ask him to do too much. Actually, he'll just say Jeff will do it, and I probably will.
Listen, if I ain't getting a cut, brother, I ain't fucking working. Let me tell you that.
Here's the sad
I ain't
about
putting
me.
in my time and effort for a fucking hot dog and a handshake for someone else to fucking burn me on a deposit on the building. Because I would love to do it.
Here's the sad thing about me is I will work, but I won't put money down. But I will work.
I'd rather just put the money down.
Well, there you go. See, perfect combination.
That makes sense. So if you've been doing this for so long, you know what I mean? Like you've already been screwed enough times to know what works and what doesn't. So
No. The internet.
Oh, and for the record, Jeff, I just want to say your boy me personally went and looked at and booked that venue for National Pro Wrestling Day at the National Guard Armory on Bustleton Pike in Northeast Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, only because it was 3 miles from my house.
But also Wikipedia says that you're 26 and Tom Lawler's son. So
Insane. Could you
so you
imagine?
haven't been around that long since you're only 26.
I watched Tom Lawler fight on UFC 100. How would I be his son? I guess maybe that would actually check out. I'm not sure. It's strange. He does not treat me like his son. Fuck.
No, he does not. Okay. So listen, have either of you had any experience with the tariffs biting you in the ass?
yeah, I actually have a shoe company and I have a factory in China. So yes.
Yeah, I have a friend, an acquaintance, and he's actually been pretty public about it, but I'm still not going to say his name or anything. But basically, he ordered a relatively modestly priced thing, and the price, because it was in a foreign currency, and in a normal world, this is one of the things that would probably be worked out eventually. But right now, they're treating the foreign currency as if they're dollars. So the tariff is essentially 2,500%. And who knows if that will ever be resolved? Because we're not in a normal world any longer. But he's either got to pay it, or they're going to send it back. They'll destroy the thing, and they'll send them to collections anyway. So I mean,
Can he go through Cambodia?
I don't think it's Cambodia, but it's
No. Can he skip it through Cambodia? Cambodia has a really good trade agreement with the U.S. and so does Vietnam. Most people don't know that when we were at war with Vietnam, we were also blowing up Cambodia. We set up a lot of U.S. business connections through there, and we still have them. Like if China didn't work out for me with what I'm doing for my shoes, then Cambodia was the next option because they don't have any issues with tariffs.
Well, that's good. I don't think that was an option for him, or if it was, he didn't know about that. Maybe next time. Hey, buy Cambodia, buy Vietnam. Terrific. I'm all for it. If that's the that's the route to go. That's cool. I mean, I don't know, but it's a little bit crazy. Speaking of crazy, any paranormal experiences for you? I mean, I see that you're in outer space right now, just like I am.
No, I don't think there's been any paranormal experiences.
No, Jeff,
Maybe
you see this video going around on the internet that this guy claimed that he fucking found something in a meteor, put it in the safe, and it's been growing consistently ever since. I know I'm being fooled by the internet, and it's most likely AI, but I want it to be true. You know,
it'd be so great. He could be Venom.
It is exactly what it looks like. That's exactly what it looks like. Which is why I know it's not real. No, it's not real. The feds would have took that shit down so quick.
Yeah. I had sleep paralysis really bad, and there was one time I had this like fucking fucked up nightmare, and I was laying in my diesel truck with my girlfriend when I was over the road, and the devil had popped out of nowhere, like through the wall of my truck, and I looked at him and said, "I ain't scared of you, but I can't move. I got sleep paralysis." So I'm trying to fight, and it's like going to reach out towards me, and I go to bite it, and I finally snap out of my dream, and I bit my girlfriend. Woke up and beat. And I say she whipped my ass. She whipped my ass.
My wife says the same thing. She says that I almost punch her, and I said, "Well, then you should sleep a little bit further away." And she's like, "No, I'm much faster than you." And it's true. She is much faster than me, and tougher than me, and stronger than me, and and can beat me up too. So, which is not a big challenge, but still, it's still a fun little conversation to have.
Stand your ground, Jeff. Stand your ground.
Yeah. I mean, my girlfriend can't beat me up, okay, unless I let her, okay? Like, that's just, she's sturdy. She's very sturdy. She's built like a brick house, but no.
My girlfriend's South American, so I think that's all I need to say.
Ready to fight. She's on guard. Fist.
Yeah.
That's right. Absolutely. No, she's better with my guns than I am. That's for sure. Also,
my girlfriend's Ecuadorian and Dominican.
Ecuadorian.
God bless.
Yeah, the Dominican side. Let me tell you, when she drinks, the Dominican comes out. That's what I like here.
You said she was black, and not that there aren't in Ecuador. Yeah. I was guessing that was the Dominican side.
Yeah, it is the Dominican side. Yes, and she likes to dance. She throws hands, and she's a little stabby, but she's the nicest person in the world.
Aww. So. You got a little bit of an Aleister Black look going for you there.
Either that or Lance Archer, I get all the time.
Are you 6'7"?
Yeah, how tall are you? I was just curious.
No, 6'2".
Hell yeah, good for
well, that's more the Aleister Black than Lance Archer. I think is legitimately like 6'6", 6'7".
He's a giant human.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
When I started wrestling, I was 6'2", about like 285, and then I've just been cutting because you can't move with that weight on, And I want to put on good matches. But I'm going to end up looking like Aleister eventually. I'm just going to keep losing weight.
Yeah, I mean, well, he's very slim for a pro wrestler, but he's got a pretty unique style. He's worth the price of admission.
He's got good feet.
Yeah,
non-creepy way.
Yeah, it made me so mad about Aleister. When I first saw him, I was like, man, like fuck, because I didn't watch pro wrestling. You know what I mean? Like I got into this for my buddy, so. I had a tattoo there, like, oh, you look like Aleister. I'm like, hey, fuck that guy, man. Like, I don't look like him. He looks like me. I was like, I'm probably older, so like, if anything, he looks like me. And then he's older. And then I'm like, man, fuck. And I'm like, I got a Muay Thai background. He doesn't have that. He has a Muay Thai background. I'm like, all right, bro. All right. And then he's dating a Boricua. So I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
We're just out here cloned.
You could be a stunt double.
Yeah, it's like Clone Wars is real. Star Wars is not fantasy. It's real. Clone Wars happened.
Well, maybe you guys can double date. You can all hang out.
Probably.
He lives near me.
They'll probably look at me and be like, you talk too much. Please shut the fuck up.
He seems very serious. And everyone lives in goddamn Tampa.
This is the place.
Yes.
This is the
My ex-girlfriend lives in Tampa.
It's the place.
Well, one person who's not going to be living in Tampa then, Thomas. your new friend, Douglas.
Yeah, definitely not going over there. Like, I love
we don't
Tampa.
go backwards in life, boys. We move ahead.
Oh yeah. No, I learned a valuable lesson. But I will tell you, Tampa has some damn good food. Damn good food. There's food everywhere. That and New Orleans. Well, my favorite places.
Thomas wouldn't be there if there wasn't damn good food. But compared to New Orleans, that's a tall order.
New Orleans is very good food.
Yeah, but Tampa, they got these. Like, there's a Spanish restaurant like downtown Tampa. They had like this thing called Multaditos. It was like my favorite thing in the world. Forgot the name of it though. But yeah.
Okay, listen. I told Thomas I wasn't going to bring this up. I told you we weren't going to bring it up, but there was a development.
Oh, let's do it.
Roger got arrested on Friday or Thursday night. I don't want to ask you, like, I don't feel like we need any details of your feelings on it, but like, you might be a state's witness.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'll go into detail. I feel better about it. I'm not as harassed as I was. He got arrested. The police were dragging their feet. The detective talked to everybody and their mom. I kind of told them the backstory about the person who brought him and having an issue with my buddy Stu. So I think they had to look into a lot of stuff, but I still can't get over the fact that he wasn't arrested the minute he left that building. And the fact that they let him walk out the front door, I still can't get over that.
Well, I don't pretend to have much insight into that, but I'm guessing that there's a combination of things. One, celebrity. Two, it's wrestling and no one exactly knows what to do with wrestling.
There's such a blurred line with wrestling sometimes is that, you know, we all tend to work ourselves into a shoot. So who the fuck's the cop to know what's part of the show and what's not? When the people watching and the people involved, unfortunately, weren't sure if that was part of the show. I mean, to a certain extent. So I understand, but it's just, it's all very strange and a situation that I don't think will ever happen again in the history of the world. So,
Well, the only comparison I can think of is that NHL game where a player like hit another player when they were in the penalty box with their stick, and it took the authority. And it was in New York. It took a while for them to arrest because they wanted to they wanted to know all the rules and everything. They wanted to know that this was so out of bounds. I don't think it really helped that like everyone and their mother, including some big names in wrestling, were saying that they couldn't tell either. I don't want to say names because I don't want to misquote anyone or but I think also LA, they probably have like a protocol if it's celebrities to make sure everything is right. Plus, well, no, there's no plus. Anyway, it ended up, it took a little bit longer than I thought it was going to take a week. It took about 2.5 weeks, but it was aggravated assault or felony assault, whatever they call it out there.
the felony would be aggravated, which just means he'll plead down to a simple assault, not go to jail. It'll be fine. He'll do
Probably. I mean,
which is, how the system works. But I'm
And
not
it's
here
California.
to be anyone's judge or jury. But hey, you fucked up. You got to pay. You got to pay the price, whatever that is.
Yeah, I really do hope he does some mandatory mental health counseling. Like, I as pissed as I am that he did what he did. Like I state this all the time. Well, I looked at his eyes and he had lost his shit completely. And like I've been on the other end where I've completely lost myself and done some less than safe reactions in my life. Right. Nothing that bad publicly, but I saw it and I'm like, oh shit, dude, like this guy's going through some things that are his brain. He's not in control of himself the way he thinks he is. And I think he needs to start checking some of those traumas that he's been passing over and get some help there. And I hope it becomes mandatory with whatever punishment he gets, because I feel like if he does that, he could become a productive member of society and like add a lot of value instead of just being seen as this monster.
well, he has every other advantage. I mean, A, he's young. B, his comes from a family with some money, and he's got that platform. So, yeah, you're right. I mean, I agree. I think that we this is nothing insightful, really. I think everyone agrees that we need a better mental health care system, especially for preemptive intervention. It's just, you got to figure out a way to balance that. Well, one, we have to have a consensus on. Two, you need to find a way to balance it with civil liberties and due process. But once you work out that, which really just takes an act of Congress, then all the states can follow, and then there you go. I mean, we don't have that. As I tried to do it once. It was very difficult to get that done for more than a couple weeks. It was very difficult to get it done at all. And I'm in Maryland and I know the system. So, I can't imagine what it's like for other folks.
Yeah, no, our system's been trash for mental health for years and years and years. It used to be a little better, but then was it better when they had asylums? Because then that was like a good way to have people, quote unquote, arrested without a legal reasoning.
Like the St. Louis trials, right?
Yeah. So like to me, it's kind of like, I don't know, man. I just have wishful thinking, I guess. But I'm a nice guy at the end of the day, and I don't wish ill on anybody, even bad people. Not all bad people. Some of them are just, they deserve to be dead. But, people who do bad things, you can't say that they were just bad people at every moment of their life. You know what I mean? They ended up getting there by a chain of events. And if you could figure that out for them, they might be able to be productive. But our prison systems don't produce anything but monsters.
Yeah, and the justice system is already trash, and I hate to see someone have to like fall into the hands of like the authorities and charges and things like that. I wish we lived in a world where we can handle things ourselves, but like unfortunately, there's a time and a place, and certain things that should be let go. This is not one of them, to be clear. And like I wouldn't fucking call the cops if someone kicked my door in right now. Like
Nah.
I wouldn't. I mean, I'd handle that myself, but like, regardless of that, you know what I mean? There's certain things where it's just like, we don't need to get the police involved. This one, unfortunately, it's like, you do need to get the police involved.
Hold on a second. If someone kicks down your door, are you expecting a particular someone to kick down your door, or are you just always ready to give a spear?
I mean, the police ain't gonna be much left to fucking anything with the police. You better call whoever's job it is to come clean this bullshit up, because I'm trying to go back.
This is some alpha shit right here.
This is Florida, baby.
Yeah, well,
Stand your ground.
we had a break-in over here with an attempted one, and my girlfriend woke up one time and thought she heard a noise, but by the time she had made a complaint, I was already toes out the door.
Oh yeah.
Hell on wheels. Like, who wants this fucking work? Like, I'm not the person to back down from a fight, and I'm definitely, if you're at my house, like, I'm
let's figure it out.
Yeah.
I wish motherfucker would.
Yeah, before you get shot, you might be, you know what I mean? I'm going to have a decision to make, whether I'm going to shoot you 12 times or stab you 20.
That's right. My wife would have the same decision to make. Me, I'd be like, you got this.
I love it, Jeff. I love the idea of you snoozing in bed with your mask on and your wife just fucking sitting up, just ready.
Absolutely.
Who wants this?
Protecting the house.
That training from the young days down there in the Amazonia. Absolutely.
Hey, that would be a sketch in itself. Somebody breaks into your house, you just throw your wife at them.
I wouldn't have to.
I would be very
Throw
afraid
yourself with them. You see, be like, just like I imagine your Dominic Dorian would.
Yeah. Well, she knows when violence is happening or is upon us. She has seen it with me, and then she understands that I don't want her involved. And if she gets involved, the escalation is much worse because I can't afford to let her get hurt. So typically she will go to the car if we're in public, or, you know, stay where she's at. I am the handler of all things crazy.
I just want to say, when your first couple of clauses, I thought that you were going to turn it into the theme from Shaft. I'm just saying that.
Hey, Shaft is a man. Literally.
He's a bad mother. I'm talking about, and we can dig it. Well, that's good.
It's funny we bring that up. Hold on, I have something to say. Hold on, I have something to say. We're talking about Shaft. So my personal favorite Batman, Christian Bale, is also in that remake of Shaft, not the original Shaft, obviously the Samuel L. Jackson Shaft. My favorite meme that I've ever seen is where it says, it's just like, if Bruce Wayne's parents didn't get murdered, and it's the clip of Christian Bale cuffed up, black dude's having a seizure because he hit him with a fucking pipe, and he goes, homeboy's got rhythm, and Shaft punches him, and that's what gets him suspended. Oh man, what a great combination of all movies in the internet. Sometimes the internet's a great place, sometimes it's awful, like this morning on wrestling Twitter, but I promise you, in this one moment I was very happy that the internet existed. That's all. That's my Shaft story.
That's good. It's a good Shaft story.
My favorite Batman is Ben Affleck, because he stabbed somebody.
Interesting.
It was just because
it's the justification. It sells it for me, but no one's ever said that. I'm all for it. I respect it.
Because, like, to me, like, if I was Batman, right, I wouldn't just be safely trying to do all this stuff. If you try to stab me, you're getting this right back. Like, you know, like,
I can just,
I'm just saying, like, his version of Batman is like, I could kind of fucking relate to this guy. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm on board with this.
He's branding people. Like, I'm like, all right,
can we take a moment to speak about this Batman and his safety record? Because I'm not really sure anyone is checking the collateral damage with him shooting hellfire missiles throughout the city and shit blowing up everywhere. And like, I'm pretty sure that everybody he clocked in the jaw didn't just get up and was.
Oh, he's crippling dudes. Dudes are going home in wheelchairs.
Yeah. I mean, just because he doesn't purposely set out to kill anyone.
Hospital's very busy in Gotham, all right?
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's like killed entire, divisions.
Have you guys seen the parody videos of Batman?
Yes. It's
yeah. When he doesn't know that he's killing people. It's so good.
And I haven't seen these, I don't think, but
oh my God. Oh, you have to. All the parody videos of Batman when the villains are pointing out that he's killing all the henchmen. It's the funniest thing that I've ever seen.
All right, where do I find this? Because now I want to see this.
The internet, the TikTok. Get your wife to
I don't have TikTok, you know.
Your wife to show you how to use TikTok.
I don't want to learn how to use TikTok. I don't want another thing.
TikTok is it's too much for me. I have Instagram, I got YouTube, and even that's a lot. TikTok is just all the dances. Like my girlfriend's like, you should do these dances, and I'm like, I'm not
Settle
doing
down.
that shit. Yeah, at that point, like I didn't know whether I should stay or I should leave her. You know what I mean? Like, you know, that was just I can't do all of that. You know? I'm not gonna do all
What about you makes her think that you should be doing TikTok dances?
you know, she's younger, you know, so she's barely turned 30, and you know, that's her, you know, she still thinks like that the younger generations, I guess, you know, like TikTok was newer to her than me.
I will say I enjoy TikTok for travel reasons. It's the easiest way to find the greatest food in the town that you're in. It's very visual.
Okay, see that right there. I'm gonna go on TikTok and I'm gonna just say I'm here for the food. I'm gonna post maybe one video.
If you search city, state that you're in, and like whatever breakfast, lunch, dinner, you'll get what you're looking for.
Bro, I challenge you to an eating contest after the.
Don't do that to me, but yeah, we can do that.
Oh my God, you guys should live stream it on AJ's show.
In and out.
I think that would be. It'd be noteworthy.
I fold easy. I eat a lot, but in like small bursts. I could eat a lot like every hour, but you would probably get on burger like 3 or 4, and I just eat real fast. And the first 3 would kill me.
Yeah. Well, we could do something clean. We could do sushi. They got like all you could eat sushi spots that are
I
fire.
can do sushi. Yes. My flight's at 7:30 the following morning. Let's do it. It's okay.
Yeah.
All right, look at that. Thomas has made a friend. We've had a challenge. We have a follow-up that we're going to follow up in this.
Because I'll be celebrating my world title victory, brother. So it's all I can eat sushi on the
Damn right. Damn right.
All right. That's great. So we're going to leave them wanting more. Mr. MALO, tell people where they can find and follow you if you have decided whether you want to be found and followed.
Doug_MALO for YouTube's, and then Instagram is just_the_epic.
You wrestling anywhere in the next 2 to 4 weeks?
Like I said, I was told that I'll be showing up the 3rd and the 4th somewhere. I don't know if I'm going to do anything. Chances are hit or miss. And then I have
they're going to put you on the show, dude.
Yeah, I think I'm pranking people on the 12th at the Olympia. And then 18th and 25th, I'm wrestling. Oh my God, my brain's not working. The 18th, I'll be in San Diego at Relentless Pro Wrestling, which has a lot of heat right now. And then I'll be at SoCal Pro Wrestling that same day on the 18th. And then the 25th, I'll be at Rodeo Pro Wrestling in Bakersfield.
Nice. Thomas, well, you already told us MLW, LA.
I'll tell you again, Slaughterhouse 2025, MLW presents me going up for the world title inside a weapon steel cage match. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I forget what it's called. But Mystico's also on the show. A bunch of Japanese girls. Get your titles. Get your tickets starting at $10. Everyone's bitching about the cost of WrestleMania. $10 tickets here in LA and Long Beach. MLWLA.com. Other than that, follow me, here and there at Mocha Traps. Send me food recs.
The champ.
Don't follow my white girls.
All right. You want to talk about your business to this week?
Oh, yeah. If any discounts on pharmaceutical drugs that you actually have a prescription for, I can't help you with the prescription. But if you have no insurance or shitty insurance, or for some reason you're out of coverage that day, check out scriptkingrx.com. Use the discount card at checkout at the pharmacy, any major pharmacy in the country. That goes for Kroger, Publix, CVS, Walgreens, Rite Aid, if you still live in that one part of Washington state that still has Rite Aids, Albertsons as well, and all other small pharmacies. Not mom and pops, though. Keep it to the grocery stores and the big chains.
Very nice. Doug, it was great meeting you. I'm looking forward to hearing about the sushi contest. Thomas, thanks for living your best life and being here. Everyone, thanks for tuning in. And if you're here by accident or you're just following Doug around, subscribe to Guard on the Thought and you'll get 3 shows. So thanks very much, and you'll hear us next time.